here we are, Super Brawl 4. I'm TJ Thompson along with Egan Inouye, two-time Jiu-Jitsu world champion. Ready for action. 2 tournaments tonight, middleweight and heavyweight tournament, and of course that super fight. We're going to get right into action. We're going to take the lineup for the middleweight tournament. First bout of the night, going to start out with Leonard Carter. He's a Muay Thai fighter out of Seattle, Washington. And he'll be taking on a real tough wrestler, Cal State. Pat Matsuda also knows a lot of judo. And in the second bout of the night, Maurice Travis, a world champion Muay Thai kickboxer, going to be taking on a tough local favorite, Jason Peely, with a 6-0 record in full contact fighting. And as we go on to the heavyweight tournament, first bout of the heavyweight tournament, Big John Matua returning to action, been training with a little jiu-jitsu, going to be taking on a Maurice Smith trained, that's right, UFC champion Maurice Smith trained Bob Gilstrap, practicing Muay Thai. The second bout of the night will have Lance Gibson. He's trained by Matt Hume up at the AMC Kickboxing Center against Peter Matautia. And the super fight, J.R. Palmer taking on Danny Boy Bennett. And it looks like we're about ready to get under action right here in Super Brawl 4. Let's talk a little bit to Pat Matsuda about what we can expect from him here tonight.
I wrestle at Cal State, and we just have different tournaments all year round in all your sport, basically. So, actually, I just started training for this, so I'm pretty new at the sport.
Well, I'll tell you what, Egan, this is Pat Matsuda making his way to the ring. First time in no rules fighting, but a very storied wrestling career. He's a Cal State Greco-Roman champion. What do you think of a first-time wrestler coming in here?
I think it's going to be tough for him. He just has to watch the punching, all the striking and kicking from the Muay Thai fighter. But other than that, if he can get his hands on him, he should be okay.
In other words, he's got to look to take the fight to the mat.
Oh, yeah. He's got to try and clinch, get a takedown, and then take over from there.
Certainly doesn't want to stand up with Leonard Carter, who'll be coming up here next. He looks like he's in fantastic physical shape, if nothing else.
He sure does. He looks in great shape.
Well, we asked Leonard Carter what we can expect from here tonight at Super Brawl 4.
I plan on using knees, elbows to the face, usually keep them off with the jab, low kick. You know, whatever happens, you know. I have great respect for wrestlers. They're very good. My opponent should be very quick. He's very strong. You know, I have a lot of respect for him, but I still do see myself coming out on top. Our gym, we're in transition right now, so a lot of times we train with Maurice Smith at the Maurice Smith Kickboxing Center. We train at AMC, also in Seattle. We're just training with a lot of different people, trying to gain a lot of different techniques and stuff. So it doesn't matter, you know, I can go the distance, I can take them out quickly, you know. I'm okay with submissions, you know. I'd rather keep the fight on the feet, but you know, if it goes down, it goes down, whatever.
Well, here comes Leonard Carter. Danny Boy Bennett coming in behind him. Again, just a real good Muay Thai fighter. They work again with Maurice Smith, and they train with Matt Hume from time to time. Egan, so he has some submission experience, but from what he's saying, he really wants to keep the fight on his feet, and certainly against this grappler, Pat Matsuda, I think that would be his goal.
Yep, I agree. I think he should try to keep it up. I think it's gonna be a really great fight because he understands how dangerous a grappler can be.
Again, we're talking about 2 separate types of styles coming in against each other. And as always in these Super Brawls, we're on our 4th one here. Seems the first fight of the night always can be a beauty, and this one has the earmarks of another great fight. Rules we have here tonight, illegal techniques are no biting, no eye gouging, no groin strikes, no pulling of the hair, no headbutting is a new rule in Super Brawl 4, no attacking the spine, no elbows to the head, and no kicking a downed opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Brawl 4. If you're scoring on your scorecards, the preliminary bout between Eric Reicher and Maurice Cordy. Maurice Cordy at the last minute backed out of the fight. Eric Reicher will be declared the winner. We're on to the preliminaries. the middleweight tournament, 198 pounds and below. Superbrawl 4, ladies and gentlemen, 2 men enter. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner. He's 5'5" tall, 186 pounds, 22 years old, from Seattle, Washington. This is fighting style as Muay Thai. Please welcome Leonard Tyson Carter.
Leonard Carter looking all business, getting ready for the first match of the night here.
And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner. He's 5'6" tall, 192 pounds, 27 years old. California State Freestyle and Greco-Roman Wrestling Champion. Originally from Mililani, Hawaii. This is fighting style as judo and grappling. Please welcome Pat Matsuda.
Egan, Pat obviously does some bodybuilding in his off time. Do you think that that can be detrimental to him?
I don't know. He looks a little bulky for this type of fighting, but a lot of times if you get the proper type of weight training, it should help.
Again, I think a lot of the old school people thought that a lot of serious weight training actually hampered and made you stiff, but I guess if, like you said, if the proper weight training is being done, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Center of the ring, Steve English. Referee getting ready for match number 1. So let's look for Pat Matsuda to come out quick, try and take down the striking Leonard Carter. Here's some striking from Pat. Oh,
He's having a hard time holding on to him.
oh, he's accepting some punishment early here, Egan.
He sure is. Oh, there he is. There's a throw.
That's what we were looking for. And he's in a side mount position. Should he go to mount here, or?
Yeah, it looks like he's putting the knee in the belly, a basic jiu-jitsu move.
And trying to throw some strikes.
Seems a little bit too excited right now.
Oh, there we go. It's reminiscent of Kevin
Lewis.
Jackson, and yeah. Now, does he have him in a side choke there?
Yeah, he's trying to use one of like the judo press here. But it doesn't look like he has it in too tight. Doesn't feel good being on the bottom right now, though.
No, he's certainly getting Leonard's getting his head cranked down there. I don't know if he's in danger of a submission, but you can actually hear his corner telling him to turn in with Pat Matsuda. So they obviously are training now. Everybody seems to be doing some cross training and feeling comfortable both on their feet and on the ground. Now looking to mount is Pat. Leonard Carter may be in trouble here.
Oh, he's back to his feet.
That's not where Pat wants to be.
No.
He's probably remembering some of the knees he got in the first exchange. Oh, once again, a big knee to the head. Oh, those are hitting the mark, Egan.
Those knees are making it really tough for Pat to grab them.
Should Pat maybe be shooting in a little lower?
Pat should probably be trying to go low on the legs, but Greco-Roman's usually upper half of the body throws.
There's another attempted takedown. Boy, these clinches are dangerous for Pat. Leonard Carter looking pretty comfortable on his feet.
Ooh, that's a good one.
A big right hand.
Pat seems to be able to take a good hit.
Oh, he's definitely got a good chin. He's been hit with some bombs here. Oh,
Yeah.
a right and a left. The referee may break him up here. No, they come back in. Pat's really got to get Leonard Carter to the ground to have any kind of a shot here. Oh, big left hand, a right. Oh, big knee, a left.
This is the kind of
Pat
fight.
Matsuda in big trouble.
Pat doesn't want to be in a fight like this. He's got to get it to the ground.
This is a Donnybrook. Leonard Carter seems to have great balance. Pat really, even in a clinch, is having trouble taking him down. Pat now looking a little fatigued. You see him flinching. Those low tie kicks already doing some damage.
There's a low leg kick.
There's a nice
double leg takedown.
Double leg takedown, like they teach you. Now let's see what he can do from here. Leonard Carter's got him in a guard. Should Pat be striking here, or trying to pass the guard, Egan?
I would think Pat could strike just to open up the legs, just like he did.
Yeah.
And now he should be trying to get by the guard.
He's landing some nice blows there. To the back now.
Oh, good turn.
Oh, that
good
one.
kick.
A glancing blow as Pat Matsuda gets back to his feet. Looks for another takedown. Oh, big roundhouse kick to the head by Leonard Carter. Matsuda's still on his feet. If he's getting points for toughness, Egan, Pat Matsuda is getting my vote. But as far as winning this fight, he's in big trouble so far.
Yep.
Again, we're talking about a 15-minute time limit here in the preliminary matches. This one into 5 minutes at this point. Both fighters now perhaps fatigued. At 5 minutes, Egan, can they both start getting tired here?
Yeah, I think so, but it looks like the grappler, Pat, is a lot more tired than the striker, and he's taking some good hits. Really takes it out of you, too, to absorb all these hits.
Oh, a big roundhouse misses. Again, this is where Pat now really needs to finish a fight here on the ground. It was his goal to get down to the ground, and now he really needs to finish because he's obviously having trouble getting Leonard Carter to the ground. And once he gets him in this position, he really needs to capitalize on this position. Some knees coming in. Perhaps Leonard trying to make his way out of the ring. An illegal move if it's on purpose, but sometimes discretion the better part of valor. Softening him up to the midsection. Steve English going to break him up here. He was underneath the ropes. That's a tough break for Pat. Oh, he looks dejected.
Pat looks fatigued.
Oh, what's going on? Pat Matsuda not ready in his corner. Referee scolding Leonard Carter. But again, you're talking about an aggressive spirit. You know, you can't necessarily blame the guy for that. He saw his opportunity.
He went for the free one.
The referee giving a warning. He got his first official warning. If he were doing that again, he would be disqualified. Leonard Carter obviously taking whatever rest he can take. Pat Matsuda doing a good job of keeping his hands up even later on into this fight, but it seems like Leonard Carter kind of picks and chooses his spots and gets through that. Almost a tie stance that he comes in with.
Here comes those knees again.
Leonard Carter's corner imploring him to throw more kicks. Maurice Smith in his corner, Danny Boy Bennett.
Pat could be in trouble right now.
Oh my goodness, on the way up is real damage. Oh, another big right to
Oh,
left.
there it is.
Oh, how does he stay standing? This is just unbelievable action going on here.
Pat's taking a good
What do you
beating.
think about Pat's corner? I mean, Pat's obviously a tough guy. Do you think maybe Pat's corner should think about throwing in the towel in a case like this? Or
I don't think not yet. I think he's still functioning pretty good. He's taking a beating, but he's still covering up.
so you think he still has a chance to turn it around?
Yeah, and when you train this hard for a fight, you sure don't want to be, your towel being thrown in.
And of course, Pat Matsuda also originally growing up here in Mililani, Hawaii. He's got a lot of family in the crowd and a lot of old friends. Doesn't want to disappoint them. Leonard Carter imploring him to create space and kick. You hear Maurice Smith there. Oh, and just as soon as I ask, he delivers.
You can hear Maurice really clear, huh?
UFC champion Maurice Smith really giving it to Leonard Carter. Not one of his stable of fighters, but does train with him from time to time. But I'll tell you what, this Pat Matsuda is a game fighter, just no quit in him.
There we go, working the legs.
And even those low leg kicks really do take a lot out of you. It's
Yeah.
almost as in a boxing match, they say go to the body, and the head will follow.
Oh, good
big
hit by
right hand from
Pat.
Pat Matsuda. Perhaps tired now is Leonard Carter. Let's see if Pat can muster something up here. The crowd getting behind him. Wow. Leonard Carter may be doing a good job at bluffing about not being tired, but there look just dead exhausted.
Oh, back to the ground again.
And it's on the ground, Pat Matsuda. May even have his fingers in his mouth. Referee Steve English again right on top of things. And I don't know if Pat's got anything left to work any magic down here, but if he's got anything, he better break it out now. 10 minutes in. Knee to belly. Oh, a good shot to the midsection. That'll hurt. Looking for an armbar. Does he have it?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy, that was close. And now it's a side mount for Leonard Carter. Again, elbows to the head are illegal, but as long as it's not the points, you're allowed to throw forearms. You're allowed to throw anything that doesn't land the points of the elbows in there, and that's just to stop the bleeding. Headbutts and elbows seem to cause a lot of cuts, and with all the focus on this sport, the UFC has decided that those are two new rules that I agree with. I think it's going to be great for the sport. Both fighters being split up now.
Right now, with all that muscle Pat has,
Oh my goodness.
he's got to have a lot of lactic acid in there.
Oh. And he wants to keep going. He better keep those hands up now, boy, and there they are.
Be a smart move for Leonard to work the legs, kick the legs.
Yeah, as we were saying, those low leg kicks are almost like the body shots in boxing. They really tear down an opponent, especially later on in the fight. We're, 13 minutes in now.
Pat's got to watch his left hand. It's dropping down every once in a while. That right high kick might come in from Leonard.
And Leonard Carter certainly would want to finish this, even though it looks pretty obvious he's going to win this thing on points if it goes the distance. But you come in to a foreign soil and you'd be much happier finishing a fight strong. Some boos from the crowd here. Perhaps both fighters happy to rest for a moment here and finish up the last minute song, maybe. Almost as if Leonard Carter is baiting him into getting a little bit closer to try and land that big kick.
Leonard's looking for that one last shot.
Looks like he wants to take a big shot. He doesn't want to put them together anymore. There's a big combination. Here it comes. Looking to finish it. A knee. Pat trying to hold on.
Oh, there's that
right
kick.
You can almost see that coming. Leonard Carter almost setting up, resting just a little bit, throwing a flurry. I think you're seeing the same thing again here. Pat Matsuda still coming forward, though. I'll tell you what, you got to give this grappler a whole lot of credit. We've seen a great deal of success by wrestlers in the sport in the recent past. A lot of it due to just, I mean, wrestlers are tough guys. Working the legs still.
Pat tried for his one big haymaker again.
They're going to take a shot at it. You can hear Leonard Carter's corner still urging him to finish strong, as it looks as it's going to go to the judges.
Yeah, I think Maurice knows too that fighting a fighter that has a lot of local backing, you got to try to knock him out, because you never know where the decision's going to go.
Absolutely. Well, as always, first fight of the night here at Superbrawl. This one has been a beauty. Looks like it's going to go the distance. The closing seconds of match number one. Oh, big roundhouse. Did the referee stop it, or I guess it made the distance? Oh my goodness. What a brutal match that was. Leonard Carter doing one heck of a job. Pat Matsuda, you can't take anything away from him. Strong character. It will go to the judges. We'll talk a little bit about the scoring system here. Let's take a look at what is this when he crossed over, Egan? When he looked for that side choke.
Yeah, he jumped over for the side choke now.
Yeah, there's a pretty move. It was really one of the highlights of Pat's fight there. That was early on. Now I think we're going to take a look at just an unbelievable barrage of punishment. All these these aren't glancing blows, Egan. These are knees and punches landing square on the chin of Pat Matsuda, and he just kept coming forward.
Pat took some good shots right there.
Oh, boy. And this is the kick that ended the fight right there at the 15-minute mark. Carl Frank's one of the judges, working awful hard. Again, we talk about scoring. There's a chance of 5 possible points. You get a point for standing superiority, a 1 point for takedown superiority, a point for ground superiority, and 2 points for overall superiority. Again, you'd have to give standing to Leonard Carter. Takedowns, perhaps you could give to Pat Matsuda. There were only a couple in the fight. Ground, I'd almost call it even. Leonard Carter did a heck of a job on the ground.
He did great on the ground.
What do you suppose Pat Matsuda is going to feel like tomorrow?
He's going to have lots of lumps and bruises all over his head.
Crowd still filing into the Blaisdell Arena. There's Danny Boy Bennett in the corner. He'll be fighting in the super fight. Looks like we have a decision.
We reached a unanimous decision. Judge Duke Hospital scores about 3-2. Judge Carl Frank scores about 3-2. And Holo Barra scores the fight 2-1. Winner of match number 1, middleweight division. From Seattle, Washington, Leonard Tyson.
Well, I don't think there's really any question about that. Nobody's going to question the toughness of Pat Matsuda, but fantastic fight. Now he's going to fight again tonight a 15-minute fight. You saw he did get some fatigue. Is that going to play a factor if he's got to fight in another 45 minutes, Egan?
I think it does make a big difference, but he's also going to fight a fighter that also is going to have to fight another 15 minutes unless he can knock his opponent out quick.
Right, so as we come up now to Maurice Travis and Jason the Outlaw Peely, the winner of this fight's goal is, of course, going to finish it as quick as they can. Whoever wins is going to have a tough opponent in Leonard Carter. And coming out first, Maurice Travis, a 37-year-old world champion Muay Thai kickboxer. He's just coming off a fight in Brazil with Amaury Battetti, Egan. Lost to Amaury, but all reports were that he certainly gave up a pretty good battle. I think Maurice going to be the favorite coming in here tonight.
I would bet on Maurice. Maurice is a real experienced fighter in Muay Thai, but he also done a lot of no-rules fighting.
Yeah, and again, anybody I've seen, 37 years old, been fighting Thai boxing for over 20 years, you got to be tough just to do that. I mean, these guys throw knees, elbows, shins. It's tough guys. But I'll tell you what, he's facing a local fighter here by the name of Jason Peely, who I've seen fight 6 times, is 6-0 in full contact fighting. There's a local tournament that runs here in Hawaii at one of the local bars. He's been walking through his opponents, a big striker. I think what he's coming up against, though, this is a striking tournament that he wins, so he's a very good striker, but he's certainly not world class. So as far as his striking ability against Maurice Travis, I think he's going to have to try and take the fight to the ground. And then you get to the ground, and again, as you said, Maurice has been working submissions also. Jason the Outlaw Peely going to have his work cut out for him here tonight. I'm not going to put it by him. An incredibly tough competitor, very focused. He's been training for this fight. He's got his wife in his corner. Should be a great fight, win or lose. Anybody coming from Hawaii, I mean, you, Egan, also know growing up here in Hawaii, there's a mentality around here that you don't give up easy when you grow up in Hawaii.
That's true.
Now, you come from a background, you're now a 2-time world jiu-jitsu champion. You also have won 2-time world racquetball champion. You think that's a normal move from racquetball to fighting?
That's surprising for most people, but it's competition.
Let's go down to our ring announcer, Tommy Dakota.
Ladies and gentlemen, semi-final number 2. Middleweight division, 198 pounds and under, fighting out of the blue corner. He's 6 foot 1 inches tall, weighing in at 178 pounds, 37 years old, a world champion Muay Thai kickboxer from Los Angeles, California, Maurice Travis.
Doesn't look like a lot of nerves in his corner, does it, Egan?
Been in so many fights, it doesn't really matter to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the ring corner, 5 foot 11 inches tall, 178 pounds. He's 25 years old, from Kahana Valley, Hawaii. He's a 3-time future world champion. His record is 6-0 in full contact fighting. This is fighting style as freestyle. Please welcome Jason the Outlaw Peely.
I'll tell you what, Egan, Jason was actually warned about his opponent, how tough he was, and he has no fear coming in fighting Maurice Travis. He said he's going to take it to him early and see just how tough he is.
As you see the rules in the dressing room, you know what the rules are. I want you to protect yourselves at all times. Most of all, listen to me at all times. Go back to the corner when the bell goes out, and the best man wins.
Once again, match number 2, semifinal, middleweight division. Unorthodox Jason Peely coming out. But as he said, he's coming right up to Maurice Travis. Ooh, spinning back fist takes down Jason Peely.
Oh, nice takedown by Maurice.
Immediately mounting now, Maurice. Well, he looks comfortable early on in this fight. Opens up, and you know he can strike. Oh, an armbar early. He's got it.
Lost armbar.
Looking for a triangle.
Could go that way. Oh, back in the guard. Now maybe a triangle.
Now he's got the triangle. And he's got it pretty tight.
Got the arm too.
Oh, he's got
change to the arm. Oh.
Oh, that's compromise.
Oh.
I told you this kid was tough, Egan.
Oh.
That arm was backwards.
It was. It's got to be a little sore or weak at this point.
But now, Jason Peely, now he's got the leg.
He's got the foot.
Boy, he looks comfortable on the ground. If you didn't know this guy was a Thai fighter, Egan, you'd think he was a jiu-jitsu fighter.
Yeah.
Spending all his time on the ground here. Well, Jason Peely certainly has never seen competition like this. What kind of position is Jason in here? Is he?
Jason has to make sure Maurice's right foot doesn't come in, because if that right foot makes it into the body, then that foot lock can be finished.
Again, as tough as Jason Peely is, I don't think he knows submissions all that well. All the fights he's in are striking tournaments. And he's starting to strike here, throwing to the midsection. Physically very strong, only 178 pounds, but Jason Peely is a real strong guy. Throwing some more shots to the midsection of Maurice Travis. Maurice now is in a full guard, I think.
Maurice is trying to do a front choke right now. Taking some shots to the ribs, but doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Sure, he's been hit before. He's still.
Oh, reverse.
Turned him nicely. I'll tell you what, Maurice Travis came into this fight, I think, thinking he was going to have a real easy fight. So far, although he may be controlling the fight, I don't think it's been as easy as he thought. This Jason Peely is certainly putting up a fight. Those are hitting home a little bit. Certainly not knockout punches, but they're going to take a cumulative effect. Trying to stretch him out. Looking for another arm, possibly.
There is one on that left side.
You see Maurice just putting the hand over the mouth and nose of Jason Peely, trying to take some wind out that way.
Oh, that's a good shot. There's another
Now
good
he's
shot.
going to ground and pound.
It's not a good.
Oh,
nice shot.
Oh, Maurice Travis does know how to strike another one. Some flexibility with Jason Peely trying to get his legs up there, but now he's just covering up. He's in trouble. This fight could be stopped. An elbow, or forearm, I should say.
Oh,
there it is.
armbar
Oh, pretty
again.
armbar. That should do it.
Oh,
Oh!
he turned his
No,
elbow.
he turned it once again. I'll tell you what, Jason Peely not giving up.
Jason looks like he's trying to throw some kicks from the bottom there.
The crowd's still coming in here, trying to get behind Jason Peely. I think it's, there he is again, trying to cover up his win with the nose in the mouth.
That can make some people panic, covering their mouth and their nose.
Jason Peely staying real calm, though, as much as he's possibly taken the worst of it here. But again, from the mounted position, those strikes are hard. Oh, there's the arm.
Oh, there's the back.
Oh, give him his back. This could be it. Does he need to get his hooks in here, Egan?
Yeah, I think it'd be safer for Maurice to get his hooks in.
Trying to
but
flatten him out, right?
yeah, get him flat. You don't want him standing up.
Now he could pyramid up from here, possibly, right?
Yep.
Jason, that's what he's trying to
That's
do.
what he's gonna do. Maurice is sliding up a little too high, but
Oh, no, that's in deep.
That's it. Oh, now it's deep. Oh, there,
That was
nice choke.
a very nice choke. Maurice Travis. I'll tell you what, he had one heck of a fight on his hands.
Did he pass out
Jason
there?
Peely maybe still sleeping a little bit. Team of doctors right in there. If he's out, it certainly won't be for long. Fantastic job by Maurice Travis finishing that fight. Tough 37-year-old fighter from Los Angeles, California. Posing for some of the reporters here. There, he's coming around a little bit.
He's okay. He's just got to get that tingly feeling out of his body.
It sounds like you've felt that tingly feeling
I
before.
sure have. I've felt that before. Being knocked out that way, one good thing is it's not painful at all. You don't really remember anything.
No.
Just wake up.
And as you see, he's up and probably ready to go. Probably
He's
wishes
fine.
he could keep fighting if I know Jason Peely.
Yeah.
I think also he may have been more almost embarrassed as much as anything. He's a guy that's never lost a fight, gave everything he had in his hometown. Fantastic fight by Maurice Travis. It's going to be a heck of a final. Maurice, I think, maybe the more skilled Thai fighter, maybe more on the ground. Maurice, again, still the favorite here in Superbrawl 4. Take a look at, I think we're going to take a look at the arm bar. Really puts that left arm right up there. Thought the fight was over right there. We get right on now to the heavyweights. Big John Matua was asked what he's going to have here tonight.
Basically, I've been training with Chemo and Sean McCulley and Joe Morel in Newport Beach. I've been training with them ever since Chemo started training with them, and ever since, I guess, since my last Hawaii showing. Basically, it's a ground fighting technique, but how can you say? It's more fluid as far as the different styles that we use, different techniques. I guess as a comparison, where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is also a ground fighting skill, is pretty near similar. But there are techniques and moves in the Lua style that are more flowing. That you can you can go from one technique to another, to another, to another, until you do what you wanted to do.
Big John Matua making his way to the ring. Ever since that devastating loss to Tank Abbott in the UFC, been training real hard. He's going to have to fight a Maurice Smith-trained fighter. We asked Bob Gilstrap what it's like to train with Maurice.
Well, back to the whole old saying, the bigger they are, harder they fall kind of thing. I guess stay on the outside and try to chop them down. I'd say leg kicks is my preferred outline of attack, I guess. But if that doesn't work, kind of change up as you go and go from there. I got one of the best fighters in the world to train under. He pushes us to our, highest level of performance. He expects a lot out of us, but yet is also a great guy. He does so much for the gym, for the sport as well, and is like a big brother at the same time. So very fortunate.
Well, here comes Bob Gilstrap, of course, followed by Maurice Smith. Maurice expects a lot out of Bob Gilstrap, a guy who he's been training with now for a couple of years. This should be one heck of a fight also, I think.
Anybody coming out of Maurice's gym, for sure, they understand grappling and they understand what kind of strikes are good to keep a grappler out. And he could be really dangerous.
Again, in this sport, Bob Gilstrap certainly in very good physical condition. He doesn't have the ripped body of, say, a Pat Matsuda, but it isn't necessarily where everybody wants to fight at. Some people are more comfortable carrying a little bit around the midsection.
Yeah, it seems to be that a lot of these no rules type of fighting, or with some rules, you're better off having some fat. That way you have an energy reserve.
Right. Well, I feel good then. I'm ready to fight. Getting ready for semifinal number 1 in the heavyweights, our ring announcer, Tommy Dakota.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the heavyweight division, 198 pounds unlimited. Fighting out of the blue corner, he's 6 foot 2 inches tall, 351 pounds, 31 years old, from Mission Viejo, California, practices jiu-jitsu and Cabo Cuiloa. Please welcome John Matua. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the ring corner, 6 foot 2 inches tall, weighted at 212 pounds. He's 22 years old, from Bellevue, Washington, the Canadian shoot fighting champion and the Pacific Northwest kickboxing champion. He trains at Maurice Smith's kickboxing school. His fighting style is Muay Thai. Please welcome Bob Goostrap.
You see, everybody's coming in here with a monocle. He says he's a Muay Thai fighter, and John Matua says jiu-jitsu, but I think a lot of people in this no holds barred industry are really cross-trained now.
Everyone, you have to. If you don't cross-train, you can't really win, I don't think. I don't think you can win with just one style.
Listen to me at all times. Back to the corner, touch gloves. Back to
Semi-final, heavyweight division, John Matua, Bob Gilstrap. Bob saying he's going to try and chop him down with those Thai kicks. Although John getting in on him early. He's got, he's over both arms here. What does John Matua do from there?
He's got to be looking for some kind of takedown.
It's a 130-pound weight difference here. How does that affect a strategy in a fight, Egan?
I think whenever you're fighting someone that much bigger, you usually want to keep away. So, Bob had the right idea. He wants to stay out and chop down them legs.
You hear Maurice Smith very calmly. He's just saying, you'll break the seal, don't worry.
Bob's in no real trouble right now. And, John's just burning energy trying to hold on to him.
Another thing I'm amazed at here in the NHB industry is how well the fighters listen to their corners. When they follow direction, or at least the good fighters seem to really listen to their corners and do well.
The good fighters usually can hear their corners because they're more relaxed.
And there he did break the seal and popped right out as Maurice Smith said he would. Now, does Bob Gilstrap want to be up against the ropes, or does he want to be working from the center of the ring here? Oh, there's a takedown, but it's Bob who ends up on top. Side mount position. Now mounts. To the back now of John Matua.
Oh, tried for an arm but missed it. That's not a good place to be.
No, a big John Matua on top of you is not where you want to be. Now mounted. Now he finds his way out. It's a back and forth effort here. He could get to his back from there. Throws an elbow or a forearm. Now John Matua throwing some blows. It's turned into a good little fight here. They're right in the corner now of Bob Gilstrap's corner with Maurice Smith there. That's got to be an advantage for Bob.
Like from the center, guys. Come on.
Maurice Smith, oh. It's a knee that almost hit the mark. Another knee, a big right and a left. John Matua then immediately clinches. John Matua definitely fighting a smart fight to this point. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage to Bob Gilstrap, but...
Yeah, John Matua's doing a little more hugging than he should.
Yeah, there's those tie kicks that Bob wanted to use.
John Matua's hands are a little lower. He's got to be careful with that. And the low leg kick comes a high kick.
Oh yeah, that's hurt John a little bit. John doesn't seem to be much of a striker either, Egan. When he throws those punches, there's a nice left hand by Bob. Bob now looking real comfortable.
Yeah. John Matua looks like he's tiring out.
Yeah. Oh, you can hear that low kick.
John Matua has to try to get to the ground when he gets this clinch here. Oh.
He got to the ground, but not where he wants to be, on his back from here. Maurice saying not to mount him. He's now mounted. Not much you can do now, throwing the strikes. There's a right hand. Looking for the arm. Spins
Second
right
chance.
with him. Oh, very nice. And that's it.
That's a nice armbar.
What a pretty armbar that was. Bob Gilstrap, Maurice Smith trained. Boy, that was
the victory dance,
a
huh?
celebration by Mr. Gilstrap there. I'll tell you what, it's been great having Maurice Smith in town the last few days. Real funny character, and it looks like Bob gets a little bit of that from his coach. John Matua, no worse for wear. Great to see the sportsmanship there. We're going to take a look at the end of the fight. Had him mounted. Again, the punching is in this sport isn't to knock somebody out. It's to get him to do something like that. Gave him the arm. First shot. John did a nice job spinning with it early. And right there, it's locked in. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Victory for Bob Gilstrap. Brings us up to match number 2. We've got Lance Gibson going to be taking on Peter Matote. We asked Lance Gibson what we can expect from him here tonight.
I'm a fighter out of Canada. You know, I came into Seattle, Kirkland, Washington. Trained with Matt Hume. Been trained there for the last 2 years. And I've been fighting all my life, basically, you know. So I just came there and they polished up my skills, my submission fighting, my boxing, my Muay Thai. It basically taught me equal stand, equal ground to fight. Somebody's gonna kick and punch me, I'll take them to the ground. If they're gonna grapple me, I'll keep them on their feet. Do whatever it takes to win. I'm anxious. My nerves are fine. It's just, it's no different than what I've been doing. It's just I'm getting paid for it now. It's just, I'll fight hard, I won't be denied. I see me being the victor. I won't be denied. I just fight hard. Regardless who I'm fighting tonight, April 5th, I came here to take the belt back. And regardless of what he does, I got respect for him. Respect. I'm in his hometown. He looks, he's a big guy. He looks like he can hit hard. I heard he hit hard, but I hit hard too, and I'm fast. So, you better be ready to fight.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lance Gibson looks ready, and he better be ready. He's going to be taking on a local fighter by the name of Peter Matautia, and an undefeated fighter, one of the toughest guys on the island, a heavyweight, 280 pounds. We talked to Peter. We asked him a little bit about his fighting style and what it's like growing up here in the west side of Oahu in Waianae.
I wrestled in college for a little bit. I like wrestling in general. I have a lot of brothers. I have hundreds of brothers. My friends are my brothers. I love my friends, and we always wrestle. My kid brother is 380 pounds. He's a monster. He's 6'4", 380 pounds. I wrestle with him every day. So size is nothing to me. I got little cousins I box with. You know, I box, I kickbox, and I wrestled, and I've done all kinds of organized fighting. And, you know, I've been around. Yeah, I grew up on the west side of Waianae, and I'm proud of where I'm from, because out there is pretty hard. You know, you grow up fighting on the streets. You know, I don't know what it is out there. It's the air or something. It's just I love where I'm from, and my friends are all the same. We're all the same. We're very caring people. We like to, you know, we like to make sure that we're all okay. We're like brothers out there. We know each other from when we were little kids, and we're still together. You know, tonight hopefully you'll see in full force what I'm talking about, and I'm sure you will.
And they are here in full force to see Peter Montaltia. I'll tell you what, I've seen him fight a number of times here locally. He also fights in those local tournaments in the heavyweight division. He fought 5 days ago on Tuesday night. Harushi Manishi was out here from AMC, his fighter fighting against him. Came out to see what he had. Peter Montaltia came out against a 260-pound opponent and knocked him out with one punch 4 seconds into the fight. I asked Harushi Manishi what he's going to tell his fighter, and he said, watch out for his right. so I really didn't get to see a whole lot, but I'll tell you what, in the 8 victories that Peter's had, 3 of them have come with first punch knockouts. The guy hits as hard as maybe anybody in the world. Again, we're talking about stepping up in class as far as opponents, because he's going to be fighting somebody with submission skills. Peter's come off the streets here in Hawaii. Possibly a favorite here in the heavyweight tournament. Lance Gibson, though, he can't put anything by him, trained by Matt Hume. This could be a good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get the second fight of the heavyweight division underway, I'm going to ask for a short moment of silence as we send our condolences to the friends and family of the late Arnold Uchi Alvaro. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, 5 feet 8.5 inches tall, 207 pounds. He's 26 years old. From Kirkland, Washington. Listed his fighting style as pancration. Please welcome Lance Gibson.
At 5 foot 8 inches tall, is that going to be a distinct disadvantage in this fight?
Sometimes it's a disadvantage having shorter arms, but if he's also a grappler, you know, he can get down low and take down the legs.
6 foot even. Weighing in at 277 pounds.
Listen to the crowd here in Hawaii.
He's 24 years old. 4-time future world champion, has an 8-0 full contact fighting record. From Waianae, Peter the Fury Montaltia.
Well, I'll tell you what, Egan, I'm glad to be here ringside and not in the ring with this monster. This is a tough character, boy. A real nice guy outside the ring, but when he fights, it's all business. A real dangerous fighter. And again, he knows he doesn't want to be in a long fight. He's going to come out and try and finish this one early. On top now. Ooh, big knee to the head. Peter with the sprawl obviously does have some limited grappling in his background.
He understands how to stop a takedown.
Now, what does Lance Gibson have to do from this position?
Lance Gibson, he's got to get back up to his feet. because he's not going to get that leg that he's trying for.
And he does get to his feet. Oh, big right just missed.
Looks like Lance wants to take this to the ground.
Well, from what Matt and, of course, Haru have told him, he knows he needs to take it to the ground. Can't take someone this big to the ground.
It's tough, but he's got a good hold on him right now.
Peter Matatia not allowed to hold the ropes.
Oh, Peter Matatia went for the takedown.
He's got the leg, yeah. He may want to get him down and pound him, although... Now to the back is Lance. Peter doesn't know chokes. Oh, and there, I'll tell you what a classic case of skill beating toughness. You're talking about a 5', 8" fighter giving up almost 80 pounds and come out and just, you got to give Lance Gibbs a lot of credit for staying calm in that first flurry. Fantastic job by Lance Gibson. The crowd here in Hawaii a little disappointed. I think Peter a bit disappointed. Great sportsmanship here. Let's take a look at how this ends. Peter did go for the takedown, didn't quite have it, and Lance got to his back.
Got the choke in deep too, right away.
Deep early.
Doesn't matter how big you are, when you get choked, you get choked.
Well, that sets up a fantastic final in the heavyweight division, and it's now time to get right on to the lightweight final, or middleweight final, I might add. 198 pounds and below. Here comes Maurice Travis from Los Angeles, California. He had that pretty impressive victory over Jason Peely in the first fight. At no time, I don't think he was in trouble.
A Muay Thai fighter that finished his first fight on the ground.
Yeah, I think, again, if you didn't know his background, you'd have no idea. The headgear may be giving it away a little bit. And he's going to be taking on another Muay Thai fighter by the name of Leonard Carter out of Seattle, Washington, part of Danny Boy Bennett's camp. Now, I'll tell you, Egan, you're talking about Leonard Carter, a Muay Thai fighter, going to try and fight a world champion Muay Thai fighter. Is that now psychologically already got him on the downside of this fight, or?
Yeah, I would think he'd be looking to take Maurice to the ground.
And obviously, we saw Maurice looking very comfortable on the ground. Leonard Carter fought a 15-minute fight in his first fight. Looks very tough, physically tough, and quite skilled, but definitely has his work cut out for him here tonight. The beautiful Budweiser girls. Right down our ring announcer, Tommy Dakota.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finals of the middleweight division, 198 pounds and below, Superbrawl 4. 2 men enter. Fighting out of the blue corner, he's 5'5" tall, weighed in at 186 pounds, 22 years old. From Seattle, Washington, this is fighting style is Muay Thai. Please welcome Leonard Tyson Carter.
Leonard Carter looks ready to roll.
And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the ring corner, 6'1" tall, 178 pounds. A world champion Muay Thai kickboxer from Los Angeles, California,
Fantastic facial expressions on Maurice. Definitely been in this type of situation before. Muay Thai versus Muay Thai here in the finals of the middleweight division, Super Brawl 4. We actually may see some stand-up fighting here between these two.
Oh, that's
Nice
from
front
Maurice.
kick.
Oh, nice.
A great reaction by Leonard Carter, but that shows what those low tie kicks can do. Actually took him down. Oh, that's heavy. Carter, I think you're right, maybe trying to take this to the ground after feeling a little bit of that punishment early. He may be happy not to mix it up with Maurice. Maurice looking real calm, misses a knee.
Maurice is really a flashy fighter. He's always been.
Yeah, real pro.
Real deceiving his kicks. You never know where it's going to go.
Oh, again, another low kick.
Those must
Leonard
really
Carter
hurt.
really working on that defense. You know, he's been warned that Maurice really likes to finish a fight with a roundhouse kick to the neck. So you're going to see Leonard Carter keeping his hands up.
Oh, good shot.
Nice shot. I don't know how Maurice Travis was able to stand up. Low kick by Leonard. Leonard Carter's got to be careful not to concentrate too much on defense, or there's no way of winning. It's that push kick again. Ooh! Little roundhouse, maybe hurt his leg on Maurice's head there. That's trouble for Leonard.
Oh, Maurice
has a mounted.
Maurice has the mount.
Leonard Carter with the hands around the back. How do you break that if you're mounted?
It's not a real easy thing to break, but Maurice should just take his time because it takes a lot of energy to hold on that way. And just throw small strikes just the way he's doing. Push in the face once in a while.
Just want to kind of aggravate your opponent.
Just give him the little mouse hits all over the place.
Reversal there, nice reversal by Leonard. You see Maurice, even on his face, how calm he is, though. Trying to take some deep breaths. Try and make his opponent work. Now, Egan, you concentrate more on pure jiu-jitsu. I know your brother Ensign is still active in the Shudo in Japan. I happened to be watching a Shudo video the other day and saw you fight. I guess it was for your brother. Fought an opponent in Shudo. Is that the only time you've fought Shudo? Or?
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever fought one of those Shudo fights.
Have you done any other NHB type fighting, or do you plan to fight?
Actually, I've done some other. I did some striking with the gi on, and I've done some a corporation called Rings that I fought in. Also, it's a really big corporation.
Sure, in Japan. Can we look for any NHB events, or what do you got coming up in the future?
Actually, I think I'm going to stick with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I like the striking stuff, but I really love the way just pure grappling.
The real technical aspect.
Yeah.
So we have some technical stuff happening right here on the ground. Trying to keep him out of the ropes. Now, you won the World Jiu-Jitsu Championship in the blue belt down in Rio de Janeiro. Is that correct, Egan?
Yes, I did.
How many Americans have won that in the past?
That was actually the first person outside of a Brazilian person to have won or taken a world title out of there.
So now, does that give you esteem in Brazil, or are they after you now?
They're after me. I have to make sure I go back again the following year.
And you'll go back now as a brown belt, right?
Yeah,
by
I'm gonna
next
go
year,
back.
hopefully. Referee saying that no points allowed, and Leonard understanding. Great sportsmanship in this event and in all events that I've seen. It's oh, nice forearm there. Maurice taking a little punishment on the bottom here. Another nice little short forearm. Looks like Leonard Carter's found a way to do some damage, even though he's in Maurice's guard. Referee giving a first warning that he'll stand the fighters up. Again, tries to let people grapple as much on the ground as possible, but if nobody's getting more superior position or isn't doing any damage, he will stand them back up to their feet. But Leonard Carter doing some great work here from the guard, huh?
Yeah, he sure is. It doesn't look like he's doing any damage, though.
Just some small shots hitting.
Believe it or not, Maurice is actually supposedly in the better position.
Right.
He's taking a little more hits, though.
But he's resting, whereas Leonard has to be working really hard from this position.
Yeah.
So Maurice maybe biding his time, hoping to stand back up again and land one of those big roundhouses to the neck. Everybody's been talking about around Hawaii the last few days. Maurice came to the press conference yesterday with a bag full of belts and magazine articles, and really coming in with a great history. And the crowd now maybe wanting to see a little more action, but these guys are working awful hard right here. 10 seconds till they stand up. Leonard doesn't want to stand up and goes for, actually gets a little superior position. See if the referee lets it go a little longer. Now, is that a superior position for Leonard than being in a full guard?
Yeah, right now Leonard's actually in the better position now. He's got one leg out.
Which allows you to use what, a little more of your hips?
He can use a little more leverage.
Right.
He can pull away a lot easier. It's harder to hold on to him. And he's also trying to get that other leg out at the same time. So being on the bottom right now, really, it's a dangerous place to be.
Looking for maybe a chicken wing there? Little wrist lock? No, he doesn't have it. Maurice Travis is a little too smart to give that up, I guess. He's got side mount now. Knee to the head. Kind of grinding the elbow into the head of Maurice Travis there. How painful can that be?
That can be really painful, but I think in a situation like this where it's a fight, you can take that no problem.
May not even notice it.
Yeah.
Should Leonard try and get a mounted position here, or?
Actually, it depends on each fighter. Some fighters like to fight from the mount, others better off in side control. Depending how much a grappler knows. If he's a really great grappler, he would probably go to the mount.
Referee gonna stand him up to the delight of the crowd and to the delight of Maurice Travis. Well, let's see what kind of fatigue is set into Leonard Carter. Push kick there. Oh, that hurt. You can see him wince. Oh, boy, you can hear those land. Yeah, you're right, Egan. Real fun fighter to watch.
Oh, that hurts.
With fatigue already a factor, those really are gonna wear out. Hands are up though. Ooh, a nice right hand by Leonard. Leonard may be fatigued, but I don't think he's really intimidated by Maurice Travis. Cautious, yet not intimidated. Almost resting his hands on the top of his head there.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, those kicks to the thighs can really cut a fighter down. Leonard trying to leg check him. Danny Boy Bennett in his corner telling him not to be scared. Oh, uppercut just misses by Maurice. Maurice really looking like he's...
Oh, to the rib.
Yeah, setting up a big one here soon, I think. And the high kick just misses. The crowd now getting behind both these fighters.
Maurice looks like he's being a little cautious. He doesn't want to get back to the ground again.
Oh, now that's those spinning back fists really seem to hit the mark, and now a little straight push kick. Leonard Carter taking some punishment here. Leonard Carter certainly being defensive on his feet, but you don't see him looking for a takedown either, Egan. I'm not sure what his strategy is here.
I think he's trying to get his energy back. Trying to get his wind back.
Trying to rest.
Yeah.
Oh, big roundhouse just misses.
Good thing he had his hands up.
Oh, that's straight push kick. Landing
that
face again.
bottom leg. There he...
Maurice Travis grabbing the ropes. That's not going to be allowed. Referee Steve English pulls his hand off. Got his hand on there again. He's going to have to watch that. Maurice Travis giving some reactions to the crowd. I think you're right. Leonard Carter looking like he's real happy to just be in there, not taking the punishment, and trying to get some wind back. You gotta remember, he fought 15 minutes a little bit earlier tonight, so. Oh, an elbow lands.
Oh, leg kick by Maurice
on the
again.
way out. The hand's starting to drop a little bit by Leonard. As I say that, he puts him right back up high. Maurice Travis starting to unload a little bit, starting to let the hands fly. Another big spinning back fist.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. On the road,
Maurice certainly looks like he may be a little bit tired, but not to the degree that Leonard.
Yeah, Maurice is also using a lot more energy attacking.
Yeah. Certainly gaining points. If this is a 20-minute time limit here in the finals, so. Oh, over the top.
Oh, hits his head on the
Maurice
ring.
Travis, did he hit his head? Maybe hurt is Maurice. Although there he jumps right back in the ring. You think that was an intention? Almost looked almost intentional.
Yeah, I think he got a little out of hand on that one. That could really
Remember
hurt.
in the first fight, Leonard Carter took the shot at Brett Matsuda.
Yeah.
Certainly an aggressive fighter. They both tap hands right there. Maybe taking a look at the leg. Looked like he hit his head maybe on the table on the way to,
Yeah, cut his leg too.
Oh, that's a pretty,
like a
deep,
gash.
pretty deep gash on the shin of Maurice Travis.
There's a timeout with 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining. There's a timeout with
Referee calls a timeout. One of the Tila doctors is going to take a look at this as Steve English confers with Carl Franks, one of the referees here. I'd like to see if we can take a look at whether or not we can, because if Maurice Travis can't go on, I think it's supposed to go to the scorecards if it's an unintentional foul, but if it's an intentional, Leonard Carter can be disqualified. That's if Maurice Travis isn't able to continue. That's going to be left up to the doctor. Definitely some confusion around here. It's a deep cut. It's not in a dangerous area, Egan, I don't think, on the shin.
No.
It's
I don't think that
well,
was
it looks like they may have been on his way out and then...
Yeah. Looked like he's just so strong, he just picked him up. Yeah, stop that bleeding first.
Now Steve English talking to Duke Hospodor. Haru Shimanishi also is on hand, the UFCF acting commissioner. Let's take a look at that one more time from a different angle. Looks like he may have given a little extra thrust right there at the end.
He didn't hold on to him, that's for sure.
He didn't pull him back in.
Yeah.
No hard feelings for sure to this point. Well, there's Leonard Carter holding up the hand of Maurice Travis as if they did give him the victory. Well, they are going to go to the scorecards, I guess. Maurice Travis not happy with that. The doctor obviously is not going to allow the fight to continue. Now Steve English talking to Haru, the UFCF acting commissioner. Perhaps it's not going to go to the scorecards.
For Maurice to limp like that too, his shins are tough. I mean,
right. Yeah, they're going to give that. I think either way a win. Even if it went to the scorecards, I think no doubt Maurice Travis would have won the fight. But I think that's a clear decision. Again, with the way the sport's being looked at, any type of infraction like that, I don't think. And you look at Leonard Carter, he doesn't seem to be too upset with the decision. He understands what happened there. A very tough fighter, Leonard Carter. They actually got a couple cuts there. The crowd maybe wanted to see a little more action, but fantastic fight. Well deserving of the middleweight tournament belt is Maurice Travis.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maurice Travis, one hell of a fight. 15 minutes. That guy was tough. Can you tell us a little about it?
Yeah, I knew I was in for a fight. When he was on the floor, I was going to be patient.
One more time, round of applause for Maurice Travis.
Yeah, the crowd not totally thrilled with it, but Maurice, one heck of a fight. I look forward to seeing him fight again sometime in the future. See if we can take a look at one more time. You tell me what you think, Egan.
yeah, he could have held him right there.
Yeah.
That part, he just let him go.
Yeah, very good call made by UFCF commissioner, and that brings us to the finals of the heavyweight division. Young Lance Gibson fighting for AMC Kickboxing. Matt Hume right there, #1 ranked, under 170 pounds, right behind him. Lance, of course, had that somewhat of an upset in the first fight against Peter Matautia. And he's going to be taking on Maurice Smith-trained Bob Gilstrap. And I'll tell you what, turns out to be one heck of a fight. An inter-rival fight up there in Seattle also. I don't know if you're aware that Matt Hume and Maurice Smith trained together for a long time and sort of went their separate ways on bad terms. In recent past now have made up, enjoy each other's company, but there's still a real intense rivalry in between the schools. So we're talking about AMC Kickboxing Pancration Center against Maurice Smith's Kickboxing Center, both up there from the Pacific Northwest. So some pride on the line as well as the title belt. And once again, our beautiful Budweiser girls. Want to thank our sponsors, 24 Hour Fitness and Budweiser, the major sponsors of this event, really helping the pushing forward freestyle fighting here in Hawaii. This will be the finals for the heavyweight division. Lance Gibson taking on Bob Gilstrap, and once again, let's go down to the ring announcer, Tommy Dakota.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the heavyweight unlimited division. The finals of the heavyweight division. 2 men enter. Fighting out of the blue corner. 5 foot 8.5 inches tall. Weighing at 207 pounds. He's 26 years old. From Kirkland, Washington. This is fighting style as Pancration. Please welcome Lance Gibson. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, 6 foot 2 inches tall, 212 pounds. He's 22 years old, from Bellevue, Washington. Canadian shoot fighting champion, Pacific Northwest kickboxing champion, trains at Maurice Smith's kickboxing school. This is fighting style as Muay Thai. Please welcome Bob Gilstrap.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to put you on the spot here. You've seen both these guys fight one fight now. You tell me who's going to win.
Yeah, I don't really know. You really can't say in a fight. I mean, one good shot can end the fight. If it was a grappling fight, you can kind of judge by seeing them fight before.
So who would win a grappling fight?
Who would win a grappling fight in this fight? I would bet on Bob.
Maurice Smith's camp.
Yeah, Maurice Smith.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Yeah,
I think maybe a little more. Well, let's see what happens here. Ooh, big takedown there. That was pretty. Very nice takedown. A little striking there from the side mount position. You hear Matt Hume giving the instructions to push his head down. Oh, there's a nice little right hand there. You hear Maurice Smith on the other side telling Bob to turn into him. And that's what he does. Bob trying to get to a guard here, is he, Egan?
Yeah, looks like he's trying to get that bottom knee in.
And
Get the guard. He's got the guard. Guard sometimes is in a really good position for a no-rules fight, but it always gives you that chance for a submission.
Right.
The dangerous thing here is their foot locks.
If Lance were to drop back for a foot lock.
And I know Lance is trained in that because AMC has a lot of
those
locks.
ankles.
They sure do.
Some knees to the behind there. Bob striking from the bottom. Returning the favor is Lance. Oh, nice. Passed the guard real nicely there. Trying to throw a knee, but Bob guarding that with his left arm. Lance getting to the mount position again. Bob now has to try and buck up. Is that the case to get him off?
He's got to try and trap an arm, trap a leg, and then buck up.
Skilled fighters do a lot of that just by feel. Is that right? I mean, they feel where the weight is.
Yeah, and it's to trap an arm and a leg is something you learn through a lot of practice.
What do you mean by trapping an arm?
He wants to hold on to an arm, like right here. He wants to keep this arm against his head, trap that leg the same side. And now if he bucks, he has nowhere to post. Lance wouldn't have a place to post. But he's going the wrong way. He's got to go the other way.
Maurice Smith and Matt Hume shouting their respective instructions to their fighters. Real evenly matched fight to this point. Maybe Lance from AMC getting a little bit. Those are some shots that are going to maybe, that brought his hand down a little bit. They hurt. Again, all the striking is trying to get your opponent to move. Is that correct, Egan?
Yeah, you want to break the hold by using these strikes.
Oh, big right hand. Both fighters end up in a clinch on their feet. There's the knees from the Thai style.
Oh, nice throw.
Very nice throw.
That's a Greco-Roman throw.
Is he trying to get a choke in there?
Looks like he's got a guillotine in. I think he's got the guillotine.
No, he gets to his back. He's got to get his hooks in there, right?
He should get his hooks in. Looks like he just wants to...
Oh, going to the ankle.
Oh, nice
What
grab.
a pretty move. What a pretty move by Bob Gilstrap. A heel to the head. Boy, that's how he just saw that ankle out of the corner of his eye or something there. What a nice move. That comes from Lance not getting his hooks in. Oh, there's a big right. Unloading. This is... they got to stop this. Wow.
Whoa, that was a lot of strikes to take.
A forearm to the back of the head. Bob now looking for a choke. Oh, look at that. What a nice.
Get his hooks in.
His hooks are in. That's it. He's out.
He's out.
Lance Gibson feels like he's coming out of no man's land right there. Fantastic fight. Maurice Smith's kickboxing school victorious over AMC Kickboxing this time. Fantastic job right there.
There's his victory dance again.
The Bob Gilstrap victory dance. Well, you called the victor there, Egan. That's Ode Haugen. 24-Hour Fitness runs it in the Pacific Division here in Hawaii. Ode Haugen, a world-class power lifter in his own right. Again, fantastic sportsmanship being shown there. Let's see if we can get a word with Bob.
A lot of the time you ran into some problems down there. It looked like you were in an inferior position. At one point, how did you get to his ankle when you were mounted?
It just appeared, you know. When you're down there, you're not thinking a whole lot. You're just reacting. And the skill level is really great. And I owe it all to like training with Maurice and everybody. And he's a great opponent, very worthy.
I think more than anything else, the crowd wants to know what's up with the dancing after the fight.
Well, I figure they do it when they make a touchdown in football. No disrespect to anybody, it's just my personal celebration.
Bob Gilstrap's own personal celebration, and here's how he celebrates inside the ring. Well, I'll tell you what, some punishment there. That one landed straight. There's that one. Actually, a couple of those shots at the end missed, but there were plenty of them hitting there. And training with Maurice Smith, you can bet Bob Gilstrap knows how to throw a punch. Well, it's time for the super fight. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a look at how Superbrawl 3, the first fight with Danny Boy Bennett and J.R. Palmer, came to a conclusion, how we come up with this rematch. At this point, J.R. Palmer with 16-0 was really getting ready. This was supposed to be a tune-up fight. He was talking about fighting one of the bigger names in the sport. He dominated the fight for the first 10 minutes, yet wasn't able to do any damage to Danny Boy Bennett. And this is what happened when Danny Boy Bennett got to his feet. A Muay Thai fighter learned how to defend on the ground and went after the not necessarily properly skilled fighter as J.R. Palmer, but very, very tough. This is how it ended. One of the most spectacular knockouts in no-holds-barred history. You take a look, the shin catching the chin, the instep catching the temple. J.R. Palmer was unconscious for over 4 minutes, doesn't remember much of the day, and he's ready for some revenge here tonight. He says this time it's personal. We're actually going to talk to J.R. Palmer. We asked him earlier today what we can expect from him here tonight and how that knockout affected him.
I have a lot of fury built up inside of me from, you know, the embarrassment that it caused me. You know, being somewhat of a somebody here caused me a lot of embarrassment, caused me a lot of pain, a lot of agony, caused a lot of stress between me and my wife, you know, and me and my friends. So all that I've saved for him. I've saved all that for him. Plus, he took my belt. And never mind the money. I want my belt. And that's what I'm here to do tonight, take my belt back.
Well, this sets up the super fight here tonight. Coming in with anger in his eyes, here comes J.R. Palmer. Already pointing the first time he's had to come out as the challenger. He wants that title back. He wants Danny Boy Bennett here tonight. Boy, look at the intensity in JR's eyes. And then we talked also to Danny Boy Bennett. He even talked a little bit about what the fight meant to him and what the knockout meant to him.
It's been my best knockout I've had. I mean, it's scared to death. I was scared because I thought I killed him. Normally when I knock people out, they wake up, you know, a few seconds later, you know. I just told my coach that night, man, if I can get the kick with the shin, the man will go out. Because I always catch someone with my foot. And I caught him with the shin, and that scared me. After you interviewed me in the middle of the ring, and he still was out, and I was like, oh my God. It scared me. He didn't have a mouthpiece in, so I think that's one reason why he got, you know, it was bad. He breathes with his mouth open. I think his mouth might have been open when he got kicked. That's probably why he got knocked out so bad. But no, I'm not afraid to try to knock him out. I want to knock him out so I don't have to fight him. But no, I'm not afraid.
Well, as Danny Boy Bennett makes his way to the ring, J.R. Palmer already in his corner, stewing Egan, he says he's taking this personally. He's coming into this fight with a lot of anger. What do you think of that type of strategy, really coming in and taking it personally like that?
For myself as a fighter, I don't believe in coming in the ring that way, because then your focus is not truly on what's going on, and it's more emotional.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, this is J.R. Palmer, one of the most exciting fighters I've ever seen in no-holds-barred history. Again, unorthodox style, extremely dangerous. You know, you saw him knocked out there, and he's done that to a number of fighters in the past couple of years here in Hawaii. So he says, you know, he doles it out and he takes it. So he's certainly ready for this fight. I know Danny Boy Bennett is ready for this fight. He took the rematch. He was kind enough to give JR a rematch. He knows how dangerous JR is. But again, Danny Boy Bennett, a very confident fighter in his own right, a Muay Thai champion, Commonwealth Muay Thai champion. And he's trained some with Maurice Smith, some with Matt Hume. So he was comfortable enough in the first fight to be comfortable on the ground. Let's see what happens here tonight in Superbrawl 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, Blaisdell Arena, Honolulu, Hawaii, the super fight of Superbrawl 4, giving all new meaning to the phrase 2 men enter. Fighting out of the red corner, 5 foot 9 inches tall, 151 pounds. He's 25 years old. Superbrawl 1 and 2 lightweight champion. Future Brawl 3, 4, 7, 8 champion. His record stands at 16 wins and 1 loss in full contact fighting. This is fighting style as Taekwondo. Please welcome J.R. Palmer.
That's what we call a game face, Egan.
He looks real intense.
And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, 5 foot 10 inches tall, 159 and a half pounds. He's 26 years old, from Seattle, Washington. The Commonwealth Light Middleweight Muay Thai champion, Canadian champion, and Washington champion. Also, Superbrawl 3 Super Fight champion, Danny Boy Bennett.
Danny Boy Bennett really got himself a bunch of fans the last time in town here. A lot of people looking forward to see him fight. Now, you have a school here in Hawaii called Grappling Unlimited, Egan. Tell us a little about that.
Well, we usually work on mostly Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I do get fighters ready for these type of fights.
So anybody in the Hawaii region, feel free to stop by Grappling Unlimited in Mililani.
Actually, we're in Halava Valley, Aiea.
Near capacity crowd now ready for the super fight. Will it be the revenge of J.R. Palmer or another victory for Danny Boy Bennett? J.R. says he's going to keep his hands held a little higher this time. Danny Boy Bennett hoping not to be taken down. But he is taken down. Now he's going to try and get to a guard. Already partially mounted by J.R. He's
for that chicken wing.
He did, didn't he? Looking for a submission, JR. I'll tell you what, he said he's been learning a little bit more of the jiu-jitsu style. I don't know exactly where he's been training or whether he's just watching tapes, but he says he's got some more. This is where the first fight started, and what happened was JR was not able to hurt Danny Boy Bennett, even from the mount. So this is really going to be very telling now whether or not JR is able to do any damage from here. Danny Boy Bennett used a very good defense. There's something new that JR said he was going to try this time, that elbow, to try and break the
grab.
Yeah, and he's able to do it.
You can see if JR did his homework now.
Well, so far we've seen a attempted submission and then using that elbow to break the grip. Seems like he may have done his homework. JR tends sometimes to be a little bit impatient. He really wants to do damage. He really enjoys doing damage to his opponents, and was frustrated here in Superbrawl 3. And maybe the same thing happening here. Look out!
Oh, no!
Oh.
Almost got kicked in the head again.
I'll tell you what, that had to bring back some memories for JR. You see the hands up now. See, this is where Danny Boy Bennett really is at home. JR. See, those are the kicks that will do some damage to JR if this fight goes too much longer. Those low tie kicks. Ooh, a big kick, but JR gets the leg. Needs to take Danny Boy Bennett down. Oh, he takes the right hand from Bennett. Needs to hook that leg, right, Egan?
He needs to sweep that bottom leg. All he needs is that right foot sweep.
There, he gets him down. Oh, looking for a footlock. Oh, not in position now. Oh! Boy, Danny Boy Bennett just looking like he's ready to tee off on one of those. Oh, big straight right hand.
Oh,
leg kick again. Oh, he's out. He's out. That's it. That's it.
Neck kick. Oh, he is out.
Net kick. A left roundhouse net kick to J.R. Palmer. And those kicks to the neck do put you out quickly, don't they? It's a direct shin to the neck of J.R. Palmer. Now he sits back down. He got up, but you could see, at that one point, you could see Danny Boy Bennett reluctant to follow up. It's almost as if he gave some, really kind of let up on JR. A good thing, that straight right hand is what did it right there. Big right hand. There's a missed right there. Oh, and a beautiful kick. Straight to the neck. And you see there, showed mercy. Danny Boy Bennett, a short fight here tonight. J.R. Palmer looking a little dejected on the ground. Let's take a look at this right hand that set it up. A straight right hand really, I think, may have dazed JR. The right hand drops and throws that left kick. Really picture perfect there. Technically right. If you were to teach somebody a tie move there, the straight right sets it up. And down goes JR. And I don't think any question there. That fight needed to be stopped.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, one time the winner, Super Fight Champion, two-time Danny Boy.
I don't know what JR's complaining about.
He doesn't remember what happened. He wants to still fight.
Well, I have no doubt in my mind that JR wants to still fight, but it's over tonight. And the
We're seeing this scene for a second time right here. And not 3 minutes and 8 seconds. You had to work a little less this time. How do you feel?
I want to say one thing. I dedicate this fight to my father, who's never seen me fight pro before. It's for you, Dad. And Rebecca, yo te amo mucho. Este es para tu abuelo.
Tell you what, Danny Boy, it looks like you had a much easier time this time. Once again, a kick to the head. Did you see an opening, or?
He always drops his right hand. It's not an easy fight. Boy's strong. I got a good shot, and you know, I'm happy. I like to end it fast.
Again, J.R. Palmer dejected in his corner. career, maybe. I think what happened here, Egan, he's so focused on winning that I don't even think he had losing in his mind. And now that he's sitting there on the losing end again, I think frustration as much as anything. In the corner there, Jason Peely, who also knows, a couple fighters from Hawaii that are used to winning, trying to suck it up here. There's a nice picture of Danny Boy Bennett. But once again, what a great night of fighting here in Honolulu, Hawaii. We hope it can progress this sport. There's a lot of questions, a lot of politicians maybe on focusing in on this. I think we've shown once again it's certainly a sport. It's safe as any other full contact sport. I mean, we're not fooling anybody. This is a dangerous sport, but any full contact sport can be dangerous these days.
Actually, I think I hope this can keep continuing, because like for some of the other fighters, instead of fighting on the street, you take it to the ring, and the more skilled fighter will win.
And you see the kind of sportsmanship. These guys, there's so much respect for each other. We've done almost 40 fights here now in Honolulu, and at every fight, these guys are hugging each other at the end. Some of the toughest guys. It's fantastic to watch. It isn't street fighting. These guys are very skilled athletes, and we're very happy to see it. Special thanks to 24 Hour Fitness, of course, Budweiser, the king of beers. Want to thank you, Egan, with Grappling Unlimited right there in Halava. Apex Nutrition Systems, as JR makes his way out. Hanson Juices helping us out here. Once again, for Egan Inouye, my name is TJ Thompson. Look for us in Superbrawl 5. Aloha.